Hello my friends and welcome back to The Witcher 3, the Blood and Wine DLC. In yesterday's video we had a lengthy catch up with Regis, which was lovely, and we now have our next stage, maybe one of those two in the quest La Cage of Foe, where we have to go find some white saliva so that Regis can make some sort of potion to find his friend, the Beast of Toussaint. It's very convoluted and overly complicated, I think, but it's fine. But the point is that we might get to it today, but we might not. So I have plans, other plans, obviously. I would like to do a little bit of exploration. I would like to, in theory, come down in this area, and then up here, and then over here, and then over here some, and then maybe end up at the White's Lair. I don't know how long it's going to take me. Kind of depends on what I run into. I feel like there's also some Witcher diagrams over here, so I just kind of have to be extra on the lookout and aware, but we'll just kind of wing it and see how it goes. So that's my plan, and let's get started. This pathway's been very chatty. Very chatty. Knights errant wandering around, peasants making silly jokes, which are sometimes funny. But there was some sort of estate or house or, oh, yeah, vineyard, maybe? Another one?
The dressings, bandages.
What's that about?
Oh, I'm on the wall. Didn't even notice. Gaston.
The dressings, bandages. Where did I put them?
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
What? Oh, but he breathed still a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken. Femoral arteries ruptured. Wound like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
Huh. It does sound a little fishy, but I guess it's admirable to help a total stranger. I mean, we do it all the time as a Witcher, right?
Pretty admirable stopping to help a stranger.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I considered it might be an ambush. The thought entered my mind, I near decided to crack the whip. But to abandon a man in need, it's simply not the decent thing to do.
Decent enough in many other places, believe me.
Yeah.
Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some thyme on your body to be sure. Smell of blood might attract ghouls otherwise.
Who might you be, precisely?
A Witcher.
Oh. Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
Well, oh, it's not my concern. Peace out. Well, I plan to figure that out, good sir.
See what we have here. Legs broken. But cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfrayed. Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. It's got a patina.
An antiquity, I believe. I deal in these things, so... what's puzzling is, why did he don it?
Not likely to learn that from him. Now to figure out where he came from. From that house, I'm assuming, but need to investigate. Got some work to do. So long.
Wait, I will come with you.
Why? Okay. I mean, let's see where it goes. It could be funny anecdotes, right?
So be it. But stay close, keep it down, and don't touch a thing.
Extreme cosplay? Oh. Oh no. Oh no, what have we gotten ourselves into, Geralt? So follow the tracks of the murdered man using my Witcher senses.
Trail leads to the house on the hill.
Which stands silent as a grave.
Okay, maybe not funny anecdotes, just stating the obvious. And that's kind of my job. Doran Alma Estate. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Must have been here he broke his legs. Fell while climbing over the wall. Trying to leave the property probably, after he didn't manage to open the gate. Gate's locked from the inside. Clearly been jostled though. Something tried to get out.
The very thought sends a cold wind down my back.
Well, you can leave. It's fine. You wanted to come. Okay, so... Oh, we can just art it down. Duh, Jesika. You're a witcher. But let's save. Just in case there be lots of monsters. What? Happened?
Burned alive. Really high-temperatured work here.
Lepiota, thou art my defender and protector. Thou bringest good news.
Huh.
Damn it.
Good gods!
Yeah, there's lots of dead people. But I need my apples first.
What the hell's this? Setting for a banquet?
It seems so. What's your suspicion? Did none survive? Gods!
I don't know. I just got here. Calm down. Well, let's not go inside just yet.
Servant. Stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a sharp object. Some post-mortem.
I cannot believe this is the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
Maybe this guy did it. Maybe he's the guilty party. And that's why you wanted to come along.
Silver tableware. Elven engravings. Silver tableware. Elven engravings.
Okay. I just thought I might have interrupted myself with my looting. Noble Houses of Toussaint, volume... Oh gosh, I don't know what the L is. Is that at 50? 58 maybe? Maybe? It doesn't matter. So Sangreal, alternatively Sangreal, literally royal blood, the legendary line which some trace back to the first lords of the lands, now lying in Toussaint and northwestern Hochland. The first mention of Golemm the Bold, the line's founder, comes from Elven manuscripts found during reconstruction of the Beauclair Palace in 1095. Since this source, like all things Elven, is unreliable and should not be taken into consideration by historians, the existence of House Sangreal must be considered a mere fable. Must it? Salvarez, or Salvarez, D of the Regulus Platinum Crest. This line takes its name from Salvar the Lame, who was made a count in the year 1189 by Duchess Caroberta for his service to the ducal throne. The De Salvarez line's crest depicts a Regulus Platinum, one of the so-called silver basilisks, whose existence is highly suspect. Its classification as a species considered erroneous by most zoologists. And we have a Torcella of the Two Towers crest, an ancient line whose founders most likely first settled the lands of the present-day Toussaint around the year 984. They waged fierce war against the Elves until the 6th decade of the 11th century, when all of what is now Toussaint fell under human control. Huh. I hear creepy breathing. I just want to look at the frescoes, the paintings and whatnot. Some alcohol. As you never know. I need to sell it, but I haven't gotten that far yet.
Torso punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical.
I mean, the guy implied, this gentleman here, Gaston, implied that he was wearing an antique. So were they dressed up, because cosplay, the name of the quest? So were they all dressed up and acting out something and then it went horribly wrong? Maybe?
Throats massacred. One mighty blow. Shield along sides old and dented. Swords ceremonial. And Shea handiwork clearly.
Are there elves here?
Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices.
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
It looks like bread, dude. Calm down.
Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices.
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Chronicles and the Civil War in Toussaint. Ooh. The year 781 marked the final end of elven rule in Toussaint, the closing of an era that had lasted over 1,500 years. The elves abandoned their ivory cities and left for the mountains, taking with them all that they could and destroying everything else. Whatever they could not take and did not manage to demolish or burn, they cursed. The last elven sovereign, Dyftheth, it doesn't matter, hundreds of years old, yet fair as youth, was defeated. Weeping over the slain army of his forever young brothers and sisters, he agreed to pay homage to Ludwig, the first human king of Toussaint, who, though young, was as shrunken and ugly as the knight of Savain. Putting on no end of airs and graces, Ludwig boasted, "Look, the proud elf shall bow down before me and kiss my royal feet with humility." To degrade Dyftheth even further, Ludwig decided the homage should take place in the elf king's barely abandoned palace. The throne on which Ludwig now boldly lounged bore still smoldering marks from the fire set by the elves, who had sought to burn the whole place down as they left. So the proud elven king bowed down before the human king and offered him a sacrifice of bread and wine, as well as his sword and shield. Well, there was bread in the offerings over there, so I don't know. Spewing out mercilessly mockery all the while, Ludwig received this homage, then immediately ordered his guards to drag Dyftheth beyond the palace gates and throw him down the stairs as if he were a beggar. Witnesses claimed the proud elf remained calm throughout the whole event, but when left alone, he wiped the blood off his face and vowed cruel revenge on the king, revenge that would come from stone as cold as the king's heart. Yet these ominous words bore no fruit, for in that year 782, before homage was renewed, Dyftheth drew his last breath alongside his remaining soldiers when the Toussaintois decided to celebrate their anniversary of the surrender of the elven sovereign with a pogrom of non-humans on the slopes of Mount Gorgon. Few survived. Oh God, that's awful. That's so awful. Oh my.
Burn marks. Something catch fire, explode. Strong stench. Multiple wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but the attire's elven.
Are you certain? How did he come by it? We've so few non-humans in Toussaint.
I know. I've made that comment a few days ago now, I think. That it was kind of strange. Okay, so we need to follow the smoke. There it is. Oh dear.
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage. Burnt smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee.
What is that?
Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
Did we go in here? Locked. Oh, I didn't check the door down here. Let's do that first before I completely forget. I imagine it is also locked. Yes, but best to be sure, right?
Perhaps there's no one inside after...
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
They remain there?
Who are they and who are you? I want to ask both of these. Who are you?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamonton de Safaran, lord of these lands, and chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Toussaint. We meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the elfin homage, but something like this, why, it's a first.
You meet here annually to mark the day when the elves were slaughtered? Like, is this the pogrom part of it? The homage? Oh, the homage was when he bent down and kissed the feet of the human. That's right. Right? That's right, I think. But who are they?
You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what they were, spirits. It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene, the death of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and shut and locked the door behind me. They pounded on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a tube, maybe.
What? What now?
Best thing? You gotta do it again, of course.
Are you mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge, the giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Toussaint's last elfin king. You will need at least 3 individuals.
Well, glad I brought him along then, isn't it? Damn it, rather not expose you to danger. Well, can I count on your help, Gaston?
You know what I'm gonna ask for. Need your help. But I'll understand if you turn me down. No objections? Good. Let's get to work. Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through. I will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic, upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler. We must don the costumes. All must be just right.
Divethaf, the elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
Okay, light all the lamps in the garden. I want to check. This isn't... Okay, it's level 40, so it's not crazy. Well, I'm level 42. It's definitely... I'm good. Okay, so light all the lamps in the garden. What is this? Ancient Elven Sword. Ancient Elven Shields. Okay. There's things that need to be looted.
Divethaf, the elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches. Divethaf, the elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
Okay. Elven bread. Elven wine. Anything else I'm missing? No? Okay. Maybe?
Divethaf, laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of binnen and elfin bread, thus granting humans rule over seat-yielding lands. Then Tibetha filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with elven wine, Gwinoet, the sweetest blood of the land that had been torn from him. At long last, the elfin king grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans.
Oh, I gotta draw the elven sword and shields. Let's equip that. And then where's the... Nope, there's the shield. And then equip that. Draw the elven sword and shield.
Don't interrupt.
Did I not do this right? Oh, there it is. I gotta... There we go.
Elfin king, erect in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees, thus acknowledging his final defeat. Ludovic then spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Oh.
Ah! Look, the statues!
Impossible! God's mother!
Not your lucky day.
Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. Oh my gosh, I'm like totally dying. Let's get out Iris, maybe? Oh, I died. Oh, dang it, I died when I went back in. Oh, that stinks. Wow, there were laser beams. Sure murdered me quickly. Alright, we got one of them finally. Come on, let's get the last fire lady. Oh, come on! Don't be greedy. Just dodge. Dodge and roll. Ah. Oh. Missed her. All right, got her. Finally. Ah!
The sculptures, they came alive. By what witchcraft?
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. The statues, you see, once stood in the palace of one Tibetha. I acquired them a month past because perhaps I should start at the beginning.
Yeah?
This Tibetha was to pay tribute to humans, producing statues of this sort each year. Yet, he did so but once, for he perished in the massacre of non-humans at the foot of Mount Gorgon in the year 782. It's fortunate he did too, as Tefethef had planned Ludovic's downfall, for he sculpted not statues, but golems that masqueraded as such. Golems activated with words said in homage. Golems that would have turned the king and his bodyguards into so much colorful confetti.
Typical. Treachery embodied. Elves. Psheh.
It's a little bit more complicated than that, and humans are no better, but that was it took several tries, probably like 6 or 7, until I finally got... I imagine if I dodged better, but I liked the rolling. It let me just keep on the move, and then I could take out the fire laser beam ladies first, and then the rest were, I mean, they were better. So yeah, that was an interesting fight. I liked it, but, you know, anyway. So humans are no better, to be honest.
You're no better. Elves were just defending their territory. You humans took it, but you still weren't sated.
Yep.
Had to cut the elves down, every last one.
You? What does that mean? You're a man as we are.
Yeah, in a way. Just ashamed to have to admit it sometimes.
Your words? They're wrong, Witcher. But I'll not let you leave empty-handed. Take this, your reward.
Farewell.
300 crowns. This rich guy gives me 300 crowns. I will be well rewarded. I mean, like, so I get to keep the sword. Is the sword like good or anything? I didn't have a chance to switch it. No, I feel like Iris is better. So let's get Iris back on. So I did read you guys kept telling me to read the tooltip. So weapon charges with energy during combat. When its color changes to red, a strong attack will release the energy. It's just me remembering I have to use the strong attack. So I remember reading it ages ago, and then I looked on the internet, and then I read it again, and I was just like, well, if I would just remember the things that I read, it would go so much better. But let me find that, or this quest text update. Extreme cosplay. Sometimes traveling can be deadly dull, nothing but your slow crawl of the horizon, the sun beating down on your neck and the chirping of crickets. Other times, however, it can be surprisingly eventful, as a certain Gaston, a simple merchant from Toussaint, learned for himself when he happened across a mortally wounded man by the roadside. Though he provided aid as quickly as he could, the mysterious man soon bled to death. Right as he did, up walked the hero of my tale, Geralt. Though Geralt usually works alone, he made an exception in this case and agreed to let Gaston accompany him. But if I didn't agree, then I couldn't have done the ceremony again. So I guess even when you say no, he must tag along. Anyway, together they set off following the dead man's track towards a residence in which all seemed calm and quiet. Yet once they entered, they found overturned tables, cracked dishes, and more bodies. Luckily, the owner of the villa, Durand Faucheur Plamond de Savarin, had survived the massacre and was able to tell them what had happened. It seemed Durand and his companions from the Society of Friends of the History of Toussaint had accidentally summoned some kind of monster. Geralt knew his duty was to draw the beast there again and exterminate it before it could shed more blood. This story had a surprising finale. They discovered the massacre had been committed by elven statues. Durand had purchased these a few weeks prior. They were, in truth, golems meant to be part of a trap set by the last elven ruler of Toussaint. It's not Devith. Devith, that's what he said. To take out his vanquisher and tormentor, King Ludwig. Let's just have a moment where that is sneaky smart, you know? But anyway, Devith's trap was never sprung, so his golems slept through the centuries undisturbed until Durand repeated a formula during an act of historic reconstruction, and they awoke. Okay, well, I did double check my scavenger hunt for my Witcher armor, and the one that was closest is the Wolven gear. So I'm going to leave that one flagged so I don't forget to grab it. But I'm going to head back down over in this area and work on this question mark, I think, over here. But there's also this little area here that needs to be explored. But let's just double check the house here to see if there's anything else that I can loot. Ooh, that I still need to, or that I haven't yet, rather. I have 2 of those books now, I think, which is fine, I suppose. Can I go inside yet? Probably not. And I want to talk to those 2 again to see if they had anything else to say. Extinguish, okay. Whoa. Oh, poor guy. I mean, like, it's... You didn't expect it to happen, but it kind of sucks.
You would do best to leave. Resume your path, Master.
Oh, would you have given me more money if I was less judgy about, you know, your thoughts on elves? Just putting it out there. Did Gaston already take off? I like how the door is repaired. Oh, nope, there he is. Hello, Gaston.
Here our paths diverge.
They do diverge. Okay, well, best of luck to you, sir. Thank you for helping us stop the monster. But yeah, let's go back over here. That was... You know, I expected a funnier quest when it says extreme cosplay, but, you know, it's fine. Okay, is there anything over here? Oh. I moved too slow. Chopped him in half. Guarded treasure. Oh my, oh my. They ate him up. Letter to Gregory Pyxide? Okay. Dear sir, I trust this letter finds you in good health. As per our earlier correspondence, I would like to commission from you a geological survey to use in determining which location we shall find the most fitting soil for expanding our vineyard's acreage. I suspect my messenger has already given you your retainer. As a final matter, I'd like to warn you against putting too much faith in the rumors which various beggars and vagrants have been spreading through our community in the last weeks. We in this area do not have any problems with giant centipedes or monsters of any sort, and you may begin your work at once with no need to fear. I wish you success and eagerly await the result of your survey, Count Vladimir Crespi. Well, sir, I think you're a little wrong in that statement, but okay. Well, but we'll loot the place, because I don't think... oh, gosh, these poor guys. Oh, there's my treasure, potentially. All marked off? Okay. So, I'm not done looting, but I want to make my way down here. And then maybe down the road here, and then back up here. We'll kind of see how it goes. Oh, there we go. I knew there was one more little bit. I've got... how many Witcher? 1, 2, 5 Witcher Grandmaster armors to make, plus no doubt swords and maybe crossbows to go along with it? I don't know. It's going to be expensive, let's put it that way. That's where I was trying to go with this. Okay. Let's go back up to the road here. We're good to put away our sword right now. I mean, it's so pretty. They even took the time to make the city look like it has lights just twinkling throughout it. It's so pretty. I don't remember the sky like this in Velen. I know I say it all the time, but I don't remember it. I'll have to look up more when I go replay the game. Glessner Farm. So Old Man Glessner grew radishes. Yes, radishes, not grapes, not olives, not even beets. As he himself put it, dadgummit, I can't very well live on bread and wine alone now, can I? So you even it out with radishes of all the vegetables? Really? Old Man Glessner did not found a radish empire. The history of his line is not filled with amazing legends. He lived, sired children, planted radishes, and died. Oh, Labodia, give us all such a calm and simple life. You know, there's nothing wrong with a calm and simple life. I'm just saying, not everyone can be fabulous and all that jazz. And sometimes living a simple life is fabulous. My inner monologue is all over the place.
Mouth's dry as a stockfish. Ah, me poor noggin.
Your poor noggin. Do you have any Alps, Bruxae, dangerous cousins? I'll leave you your alcohol, though. And I'll read this one. In the course of my research into Bruxae, I have stumbled upon certain inconsistencies that in no way correspond with what we already know about these dangerous vampires. My investigations have revealed that these seemingly erroneous accounts were in fact describing an Alp, not a Bruxae. It is an extraordinary discovery, a true milestone in the classification of these monsters. Even though legends tell of these vampires turning into pitch black hounds of venomous toads, personally, I do not believe an Alp is capable of such polymorphy. However, it is almost certain that similarly to Bruxae, an Alp may transform itself into a beautiful woman. This ability allows the species to blend seamlessly into crowds. To think that I may have passed such a monster completely unaware is fascinating. Or, you know, scary, just putting that out there. One of the fundamental differences between Alps and Bruxae is their fighting style. When in the form of a vampire, Alps possess the ability to turn into fog, which allow them to move noiselessly and attack by surprise. Most likely, this is the root of the name common folk have given them, Fleetblades. Have I not fought Alps before? Really? Ugh. I thought I would have. So, let's see, it looked like a Bruxae, but that was no Bruxae. Fragment of a conversation between the alderman of Fulcane and a witcher. Alps are vampires that resemble Bruxae in appearance. They are called phantoms by some, a name which fits well enough, for like phantoms, they haunt and torment men. They usually take on the form of a woman, though they can also appear as animals. They are most often found prowling near villages. They attack at night and are most active when the moon is full. Alp saliva can make one fall asleep, and when applied to a sleeping man can invoke horrible nightmares. Some suggest they are the cause of the legends about men who go to sleep healthy and are found in the morning white as snow, not a drop of blood in their veins. In combat, Alps display supernatural speed and incredible, even by vampire standards, stamina. One must aim one's sword with great precision, for Alps are unequaled in the art of evading blows. The Yrden sign is recommended, for it weakens an Alp's defenses. Another strategy is to drink the black blood potion, for Alps suck the blood of their victims to deprive them of strength and regenerate their own powers. Unlike Bruxae, Alps cannot turn invisible, yet like Bruxae, they emit a shrieking noise whose shockwave can incapacitate. Their greatest asset is their agility, and they can leap with uncanny lightness that appears to border on the power of flight. When in human form, they easily blend in with the surrounding community, which makes them very dangerous indeed. Does this mean I'm going to be fighting one soon? Is this your sleeping area? It is. But not for you, just your wife and your child, it looks like. Don't mind me, I'm just poking around all your stuff. Any other books that I can
Mouth's dry as a stockfish.
read? Nope. Ooh, The Last Basilisk of Its Kind, A Study in Ecology by Borges de Salvares. Kikimore's Truths and Myths About Insidious Insectoids. That's 2 new books, but I feel like I've read a lot today, so let's do that tomorrow. Forgotten Species, the Protoflutter. Sir, you have lots of interesting books here. Is there anything that you need to tell us? Okay, so let's see. I've got this question mark here, so let's head down. Doesn't look like there's anything here. There's something here, but we'll come back to it maybe, if I remember. Let's come down this way and then up here. I mean, is he actually a vampire in disguise? No, that doesn't make sense. Let's not be ridiculous, Jesika. Okay, hang on left. I want to zoom out a little bit farther, but like farther above Geralt, but I can't do that in this game. Okay, then we come down this way. Okay. And now we're going to go to the bridge. I wonder if I get to go in the prison as part of a quest? Not sure if that's something I want to do based on how that one gentleman, was it yesterday, said how they treated prisoners? But you never know. Going up the right road? I am! Look at that. Well, there is something over here. Is it going to be like another wine-like contract situation? It is! Another Witner's contract. Oh, that's great. Hello.
Some evil's afoot in that cave. It's made its lair there. It's swallowed Phil and whole.
Oh, that's not good.
A job is like a lady. You can always get a new one.
It's not very nice. Sure the ladies that you're with don't appreciate that. It's just loot. First, and then we'll go take care of this beastie.
That Gwent will be the end of me.
Oh, I need to play some Gwent too.
Lost again.
Because I need to practice my Scavenger deck. I know. Okay.
That Gwent.
Whoa there, sir. I guess those swords on your back aren't there as festoons. Maybe you could help me.
Maybe. Depends.
Well, there's a cave that to my mind would be splendid for aging wine. Not over dry and none too moist.
But
Well, damn thing's full of noise. The arse-clenching sort. Clinkety, bangety, knockety kind. Sent McClarkin to sea been 2 days, and he's not back. I reckon it's aught to do with the elven ruins. Blah. That about the cave. So, lend us a hand, will you?
2 days? 2 days. Like he got 8, as the Outer Worlds likes to always say, they got 8. Everybody who vanishes just got 8. But 2 days? Like he's been eaten and it... Oh, it's whatever.
fine. I'll have a look in the cave, see what lurks there.
2 days? Vendor's contract cleaning those hard-to-reach places. I mean, okay. Hopefully this won't take too long. Let's get out my sword. Is it gonna be a vampire? Gray Grotto. Oh. It's weird graphics there. Oh. Oh, it's elemental. I can't remember what kind it is, but let's just get on our elemental oil. Okay, elemental oil on. Quen is on. Yeah, he got 8. It's a gargoyle. fitting. Well, after the 6 golems that I fought before, that was super easy. Oh, there's another one. Hello, Mr. Gargoyle. Oh, gotta repair my sword. Ugh. Return to your contract giver. I will. Oh, there is stuff underneath there. Okay. Let's do that, maybe? This way, Geralt, please. Thank you. Gold nuggets. I didn't see anything over here before, which is why I didn't think there was anything under the water. But there is. Orange dye. Not really where I'm going with that, but okay. There is one more piece of ore over here I can grab, it looks like. Maybe. There we go. Okay, well, let's head back out of here. All right, finally made my way out. Finally. It took longer than I'd like to admit, probably.
Is it done?
It is over.
All clear now. Did you manage it?
I did.
Yeah, all taken care of.
Ha! And 4 cold witches lay about some freeloaders? Bollocks! Storehouse will be ready in 2 days at most. And here on in, you've cut rate prices on all my goods.
Okay, you're not a Toussaint native, are you?
Not from around here, are you?
Nay, from Bovis we are. Wandered south for the climber for the First War. Chills up north were giving me wifey lumbago.
So what are you peddling?
What you got on offer? Wouldn't mind a glance.
Wine. He's selling wine, Geralt. Well, let me look for that quest text update.
So
Since cleaning those hard-to-reach places is complete. Here we go. So proceeding on his way, Geralt encountered one in need as he had many times before. I must emphasize that though ostensibly cool and aloof, the Witcher in fact has a heart of gold. Thus none should wonder that he agreed to help the anxious Witner. For a modest fee, of course. Without a moment's hesitation, Geralt plunged into the darkness of the Grey Grotto and cut to bits the monsters that had made their lair there, for which service he received a generous reward. Then the Witcher, his spirits lifted, set off on his path. Well, this is where I'm going to pause for today. I feel like I may have gone on a little bit long, but what will be at this point. So in tomorrow's video, I am going to continue exploring a bit. I would like to get these 3 question marks done and this one done before I head into the White's lair, because I want to, basically. That's my justification. So that's the plan, and we'll see how long that takes us and go from there. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Witcher 3 video.
That's all.